But we had a homework or the weekly assignment.
We did.
Yet again. I feel it's fine. I did a bit more. I actually was able
ahead.
to watch. I watched 3 or 4 movies for 76.
Which is pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Hats
this,
off to
this
you.
so you know, is within the last 24 hours I watched them. Like, most of them. That's like, oh shit. But actually, just got into it because it's this exercise has been really rewarding for me because there are movies like Logan's Run came out this year, which is great. I didn't need to go rewatch that. That
No.
came out. Taxi Driver. There's like a really some big important movies that came out that people know about. But so there's Network is a movie that I guess I can talk about first. I watched.
Yeah, let's see it.
And so
I want to see a. Do you have? Can we do previews?
Oh yeah, no. So we're getting to the trailer.
Cool.
game.
Let's
so
see
I'll do
it.
that, and then we'll.
Trailers.
What's the iconic line from Network?
Let me see your network.
Yeah, no, it's like one of the most iconic. Like, I'm mad as hell,
And I'm not
gonna
take it anymore.
Yeah, no. There's some.
Is it
incredible-
Pacino?
It's actually not Pacino.
Oh.
It's Walter Matthau.
Oh yeah.
Not really.
Oh F it, I'll just do it this way.
We only have one pug
Fuck
at the
it.
moment.
Do it live.
Yeah.
We only have
Oh, I
one
didn't
pug
know
at the
Brian
moment,
De
so we
Palma
won't bring
directed
you.
but
He's
he
the one
did
that
Carrie.
Scarface.
He didn't do this though. Network was done
that
by
was
Sidney
Carrie.
Lumet.
Oh.
Carrie, yeah, a few. So Network. And the only reason
Oh,
I
did you
can do
guys
this
see,
live is because every time I actually prepare stuff ahead, it gets jumbled and all the other crap that I got going on to where it's like
See old Zucker on
regular.
Joe Rogan.
Fresh cut. He's got a fresh cut.
Just a regular
Regular chill
fucking
guy.
bro, man.
He's a
Just your
chill
regular
guy.
everyday, like, just regular bro, man. Like, I'm just like all you regular human people. What?
And now, the distinguished television news commentator, Mr. Howard Beale.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like at this moment to announce that I will be retiring from this program in 2 weeks' time because of poor ratings. Since this show was the only thing I had going for me in my life, I have decided to kill myself.
Oh.
I'm going to blow my brains out right on this program a week from today.
What the hell's going on?
Prepare yourself.
Bro, that sounds awesome.
Outrageous
Dude,
motion
it's so
picture.
relevant.
Howard Beale went up there last
Like
night and
it's
said what every American
everything
feels
that's going on
and
is
he's
like
tired of all the vote.
relevant in any time with media.
it's got- what's
and
his
network.
name? Yeah.
That's Robert Duvall. Yeah,
Television.
she's like a
That
main.
motherfucker was young or old when
It's
he
not
was
your
young.
show anymore, Max. It's mine.
I got a feeling I'm being
For
made.
real.
You are.
Got to warn you, I don't do anything on my first date.
We'll see. I want
Dude
a
was
show
36.
developed based on the activities of a terrorist group.
Well, Ahmed, I'm gonna make a TV star out of you. Just like Archie Bunker.
We're the #1 show in television!
There is no America.
Dude,
There is no democracy.
there's some
There is
incredibly
only
iconic. Like,
IBM and DuPont and Exxon. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone.
That's what that you will atone. Yeah.
It was your own television, dummy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Network News Hour with Howard Beale.
This is really a genius fucking movie.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many
but first,
stations does this
you've
go out
got to
live
get
to?
mad. You've got to say. I want you to get up right now. Go to your window, stick your head out, and yell.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
I'm sure you will.
Are they yelling
That's
at
be a
Atlanta?
total thing. Mikey's
yelling at
watching
Atlanta,
this
Dad?
tonight. List.
Oh wait, no, this is the 2024 election.
Bro, wait a minute.
This is literally
Nah,
the
this is the
2024
J.G.
election.
Wentworth commercial.
Yeah.
Network.
That's where they got inspired from.
I have
It's
a
my
structured
money and I
settlement,
want it now.
and I need
Yeah,
cash
dude.
now.
So you
Yo,
should definitely watch
great
it.
recommendation. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It was a movie I'd heard of, and you hear
No,
mine,
that's
but
dope.
actually as an adult going through
That
and
looks
watching it. It's a lot of
super
genius.
relevant.
There's intended. There's just some the
Parallels.
writing in there.
History,
No, just
history
the
doesn't
parallel.
repeat. History doesn't
Oh,
repeat
yeah.
itself, but it rhymes. is
Yeah,
what it is,
but
like the
inside of
saying.
all the stories, but the acting and the dialogue, just all of it is so razor sharp and just it's beautiful. And just each character, it's worthwhile. It's a masterpiece for many reasons. So Network, you should definitely watch it. And another movie I watched, I'd heard of before, but I think I didn't really know anything about it. Marathon Man.
Maripon.
We can
That was the Chinese version.
Man,
There we go. We'll just jump into this right.
Isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger in this? Hook.
Well,
It's always cool getting to see some of these iconic actors when they were actually young in early roles.
It's like when he showed Robert Duvall in the last one.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker was
This
old
guy?
when he was
I don't
young.
know.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I was saying Dustin Hoffman's the main guy here. That guy, I don't even know his name, that actor, but.
It's not safe.
oh
And Roy Scheider's in here too.
yeah.
Is it safe?
Apparently, I guess this scene was kind of iconic with this dentist torture thing.
He's probably the wealthiest and most wanted Nazi left alive.
I'm positive your
Yeah,
brother meant to
it's all
rob
about
me
like
when
World War II Nazis that escaped and fled type thing.
I don't know anything.
Argentina.
Well,
Yeah.
I trust you?
Is that
Roy Scheider,
Could. You're uncontrollable.
Jaws and
yeah, I
whatnot.
was about to say
What you
smile,
offer
you
us is
son of a
valuable, but
bitch.
it's not
He's a bit
worth
younger
the
here, yeah.
chaos you're causing.
Where is he?
No!
A paranoid kind of political thriller. Add it to your list of what you should watch tonight, Mike.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, the way he defended that.
That's legit.
Now, when
That's
the gap
exactly
gets
how
too
you
William
defend
Devane, that's the
what
guy.
the FBI can handle effectively, and what
that.
the
It's actually
CIA doesn't
exactly
want to
how you
deal
defend
with.
that.
That's where we come in.
What do you do exactly?
We provide.
Provide what?
You wouldn't avoid somebody
Anything.
doing that.
Were you Sal's mistress?
I never even met him.
Don't make it. Just drag it. Go like this. Keep it tight. Run it right over the
Is
nose.
it safe?
Marathon.
Marathon Man.
Check it out.
I'm not.
Definitely check it
Yeah,
out.
I don't know. I'll put it on the list.
You know, yeah.
It didn't strike me the way.
The next trailer I'm going to show is. I've heard of this movie.
I've seen it.
And I wanted to
been so
intentionally
long.
like go out of my way to find whatever comedies came out this year too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are really good comedies? And there's a movie that came out this year, which is just I'm gonna say information that I think is important. This is 4 years before one of my favorite comedies of all time, Airplane, came out. This 4 years before the movie Airplane came out. It is called The Big Bus, and I'll be damned if this actually isn't. The Airplane took the formula that this movie was. It's a parody spoof movie for that time of disaster films, with a lot of
Basically,
faces
like-
you'll
basically
recognize.
like
They took
Scary
the,
Movie,
Oh, we see it
the
happen
same
modern
as-
times, but Airplane
Yeah,
took
the modern version
this
of Scary
like,
Movie.
This came out before Airplane. Is all I'm gonna say. Which is fine. It didn't make Airplane this funny.
This is
Taxi driver.
I haven't actually pulled the trailer up.
Okay,
It's okay.
just making sure.
I appreciate that. It's like I'm trying to get more of the big bus.
The big.
Booty.
Here we go. Look at this. And this I even looked up things to where a lot of people. This was a movie that might have been on TV when people were young, of a certain age.
Okay.
And where it comes on TV and they see it and they probably thought, oh, this is like an Airplane ripoff. But this actually came out before Airplane.
Man. Used to be a private company.
This is made back when you could smoke cigarettes on airplanes.
Back when you could actually set a building on fire.
Luxury liners, earthquakes, and lighter than aircraft. And now,
76, like, I think this might be one of the first actual parody films making fun of other movies that was done well. Like, this might be, I can think of the first big, like, legit one.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's making fun of...
Remember those old dart buses like that?
Oh, yeah. It's making fun of Space 2001 with that scene.
You're a Spaceball.
lapping. It's the world's first atomic-powered, non-stop, got-to-be-seen to be believed way to travel from New York to Denver. Why Denver? Why not? But the one thing that
Starker
makes the
Channing.
big bus
People
the
might recognize her
party
from
event of the
Grease.
year is the passenger list. And the crew.
Never been.
He's the same role as the main guy, kind of, from Airplane.
Eat one lousy foot, they call you a cannibal. Before we get started, Dan, there's something I gotta tell you. I got some wacky in my middle ear. I can't keep off the shoulders. I gotta get my confidence back. If I can just drive down. Father, why don't we worship a steam engine? Because we can see a steam engine. I don't buy that. But we can also see God. Not as good as a steam engine. I forgot to make a wish.
If there should be a radiation leak, God forbid.
Body bags.
We never should have gotten divorced. How long you divorced? 6 hours. Give it a chance. I was the only one who had the courage to put an IUD in a rabbit. To live.
Oh, stop wasting time. Hop in.
There is nothing quite like a nice, leisurely cross-country ride.
There's a scene where it, like, breaks the wind barrier that's, like, ridiculous wind barrier.
Oh, yeah, showing all the windows blowing out of the gas station and stuff.
All right, welcome aboard to the big bus.
Especially when it's on the big bus.
Oh, dude.
Low key, though, that bus looks pretty fucking dope.
It was hilarious.
That does look pretty sick.
Yeah,
And there's some actors with small roles, like Larry Hagman's got a small role in
I
here.
think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Oh, I don't. You think you might get to this one?
After Network.
All right, so let's make sure. So definitely people that's wanted to check out. And I think that there's at least one more that I watched.
You have to pull up a trailer for the, what's it called one, too? The Dirty Harry one that came out that year. So I
Yeah.
have to see if I can remember which
Oh
one
yeah,
it
I can
was,
pull
'cause
some
I've
up. Let's
watched
see.
all
I
of them.
wanted to watch Marathon Man Network, The Big Bus. So those are the main ones I watched. Notable things, Logan's Run. We've talked that film a lot. I should show trailer for that because I've definitely talked about how important that movie is in my life. So I can pull that one. Because part of it was filmed in Dallas.
Like basically, the premise. Or are you about to pull up the?
Yeah, I'm gonna show a trailer for this one.
Came out that year.
Oh, the sequel to original Westworld.
Yeah.
That's right. So I'm gonna show this Logan's Run trailers because this is.
I think I remember the premise of this one.
Just imagine a world where you will hold your entire future in the palm of your hand, when a tiny glowing crystal will guide you through an existence in which each day is more wonderful than the last, where it will be possible for you to obtain the fulfillment of every fantasy, the satisfaction of every vanity, the absolute attainment of every wish.
How dare you? Let's get this
Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer presents the Saul David production of Logan's Run. A fantastic journey through a world beyond imagination. Welcome to the 23rd century. The perfect world of total pleasure. Imagine a world in which you need never be alone. You touch a switch, turn a dial, and the perfect lover steps into your arms.
Shit.
Every pleasure is yours to
I talked with Shane about this movie a bit. One of my
one
conversations with him.
Everybody's got it.
When the tiny crystal in the palm of your hand flashes its final message, your time is up. Michael York is Logan.
Run, Logan!
Policeman in a perfect world.
No!
Trained to track down runners. Until he is forced to run himself.
He's been in a lot of stuff. A lot of people might recognize him from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
He was like the
He's a runner.
What's his name?
kind of just like guy you talk
I'm your
to
friend,
from
I
the
understand.
home
We all
base.
go crazy once in a while.
Yeah.
But she's a runner, and it's over.
Fox,
It's a silver C3PO.
an incredible being.
Yeah, dude.
More than human,
That chick was
more than machine.
pretty,
Diabolical
pretty
guardian
saucy
of the
little lady,
gateway
yeah.
to freedom. For Logan and the woman who loves him.
Terminator.
MK Ultra.
My love of science fiction as a child. I saw this is part of my whole journey in loving sci-fi and important films. So it's it's a good one.
These were the ones he would rent when we would
I've never
go
seen
to
a
the
face
video
like
store.
that before.
Yep.
That must be the look of of being old.
MGM takes you into a new age of adventure in the first motion picture
See, like
of
a
the
lot of that was shot
23rd
on
century.
Dallas back in the day.
That looks like Dallas.
Logan's Run. It begins where imagination ends.
That's kind of easy.
Yeah, dude. Really good one. So yeah,
No,
we're
man.
checking out
Logan's Run is it's a badass movie.
It is.
At first, I couldn't figure out why he ran.
Now we know. I feel like that movie, The Island, that came out in the early aughts, Ian McGregor and Sarah Johansson. I feel like it was a loose kind of version of this. But there's at least one more trailer. You want me to look up that Dirty Harry one? Did you want to see that one?
The Enforcer?
The
Yeah, 'cause
Enforcer?
I was trying to remember
Yeah.
which one it was.
Look up that one. If there's any
Like, what was it?
one you wanted to
The-
look before we get out of the year, Mikey, you can let me know.
Yeah, y'all go ahead.
Here we go. It's the Enforcer trailer. I'm using this little keyboard to see how this works.
1976. Yeah, look up.
We'll see what happens right here. Look at that.
There you go.
There we go.
Still
There's
just
some fireworks going on in our neighborhood. It's an exciting
San
thing.
Francisco, sprawling, picturesque, dynamic,
Yeah, this was the
eighth
second
largest
one, I think.
cosmopolitan city in the United
This was
States.
the first one.
Dirty Harry's.
No,
it's part
it
in the
was-
Dirty Harry series, right?
Yeah.
Like every big city, it
This
has
was
its
the
share
second
of
one, yeah.
crime and violence.
It's really light.
San Francisco is
Oh,
the
this is
only
this is
city where
the
cops
this is
like
the
Dirty
one
Harry.
that the line is from.
Oh, the iconic line.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood is
Do you feel lucky? Do I feel lucky?
the
Yeah.
enforcer.
So this was the second one.
This is actually that movie.
Yeah.
Mayor of this big city has been taken prisoner of war by the People's Revolutionary Strike Force.
What do you want? You. What are you protecting these people for? You know how many they've killed?
Harry Callahan.
Sacrifices have to be made, mister.
You got the wrong number, boy. We don't deal in
Get to see Clint Eastwood in his prime as a badass action star.
Yeah, no. I have all of these. Like several years back, I went and bought them all
You don't give up, do you?
Sometimes.
and like watched them.
Not you.
Yeah.
Fucking Time Bailey.
He's like 97, still making movies. It's crazy.
Oh shit! I miss fight scenes like that.
Harry's got a lady partner. This is a first for him.
I got a lady partner.
The lady
I want
partner.
you very slowly to put down that weapon, and then on the deck and
Yeah, what's
spread
her
your
name?
legs.
Are you kidding me?
Buffalo Bill.
Oh, you want you to sit back there? Gotta
Get
go
some
raw.
bazooka right there, buddy. Hell yeah, that's how you deal with it. That's awesome.
First there was Dirty Harry,
There we go.
then Magnum Force.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
and
the
now
third one.
Eastwood is back as the enforcer.
Yeah.
The
Because Magnum
dirtiest
Force
Harry
was
of
the
them all.
The dirtiest
motorcycle-
Harry of them all. That's a great tag.
The Yeah, because Magnum Force was like it was a group of like motorcycle cops that were going around and like killing people. That was the second Dirty Harry movie.
That's cool.
The first one, he was chasing a serial killer through like
Okay,
now that
I'm glad
I'm remembering
because
them
I
all
haven't
now
actually
because-
watched all of them.
They're fucking great, and it's
Definitely
funny
iconic.
because like the social issues and stuff.
Oh yeah.
In there, am I not coming?
No,
through?
you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah.
But like
You're
the
good.
social issues
Oh,
in
yeah,
there
man.
and stuff too is like a lot of like what you see now was like
You get to
starting
see-
back then. Where
Yeah,
it's like
it's almost like a good
It was
history
in its
lesson.
dude, it's
infancy.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good stuff. I'm trying to think. What did
The town that dreaded sundown. That's when it started.
Nice.
It was a true. You could pull up.
Here we
the,
go.
The
Yeah,
trailer.
no, yeah.
This
was
this
good
is a
through
movie
Shout out
that
Texarkansas.
this is a movie that I hold near and dear to me.
So
I enjoy
what's
the
the name of
movie.
it?
The town that dreaded sundown. I was actually it was like my favorite movie poster. And Ashley, my sister-in-law, was kind enough to get it for me. That's it down there.
That's the movie poster.
Okay,
But
sorry, hold on.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, no.
Really, it's based on a true story. It's not a beautiful movie. It's a scary movie. It's scary stuff, but it's fun.
It's scary stuff, but it's fun. So this is the
Scary-
this is the
That's the poster. Yeah, that's like what I.
oh
have.
snap, dude! Time Crimes was inspired by this. I've talked about that forum. Time,
Yes. Yeah.
this is what, dude. That's cool.
Yeah,
See,
so this is-
journey of reading movies is
That's funny. Yeah. So you'll have to.
oh, dude, beautiful, dude. This is Time Crimes cover, dude. Oh my gosh, that's blowing my mind.
So yeah,
This
you
is.
can- So this is based on a true story.
Age 24. Linda Mae Jenkins, age 19. Brutally attacked March 3rd, 1946. Howard W. Turner, 29. Emmylou Cook, 17. Bodies discovered in a wooded area on March 24th. Roy Allen, 17. Peggy Loomis, 15. Both found dead April 14th in Spring Lake Park. Floyd Reed, age 34. Murdered in his home on May 3rd. Mrs. Reed shot twice, but survived. This man's identity is unknown. He was believed to be between 30 and 40 years old. He wore a white hood and was known only as the Phantom Killer. World War II had just ended. In Texarkana, Arkansas, boys had come home to their families. Husbands reunited with their wives. It was a happy, peaceful time. Until the Phantom Killer struck. For 4 months, he held an entire city in the icy grip of terror. Now, Charles B. Pierce brings this incredible, shocking, and true story to the screen in The Town That Dreaded Sundown, starring Academy Award winner Ben Johnson as Captain J.D. Morales of the Texas Rangers.
We got a cold-blooded killer here. A man who nobody sees. A phantom who, so far, hasn't made any mistakes.
Andrew Prine as Deputy Norman Ramsey of the Texarkana Sheriff's Department.
What's his name?
The only thing we really do know is we've got a very strange
It's Jim. John Krasinski is quite old.
Yeah.
He's a time traveler. I saw him going to somebody's shed. Nope.
Got a suppressor.
Nope. A suppressed 22 pistol.
Town That Dreaded Sundown.
But
a true story.
Suppressed
It's
22
legit.
revolver.
yeah, it's a
You
good.
saw that as a kid?
And so, yeah, no, but it,
Oh, who's the baddie?
it, what's it called? So it's a true story, and he's pretty much like the Zodiac of the South, because he's still never been caught. They don't know who did it. It was all true events. They killed a bunch of people, and it's not something necessarily. It's not like I'm not praising it, but it was a movie based on a true event. Again, it's very similar to the Zodiac, but instead of writing
interesting that
fucking
it has
letters,
a-
he just
there's-
went and fucking killed people.
Yeah.
He didn't write letters and leave notes. He just went and murder people.
Yeah, dude.
And
Damn.
he terrorized the shit out of but they did a remake, and I'll say the
So they did
remake
do a
they
remake of
did,
this.
the remake they did, really fucking good. Surprised me. Honestly, surprised me.
We should probably just. Is
Go
there one
ahead.
looking real quick?
Sure, yeah, why not?
Or is there any
remake-
other chairs?
No, I have one more you could pull
Okay,
up. But then this one is
So the remake came out. Let's see. It should probably show up. If I look
right
through.
there. That's it. That's the
2014?
Yep. So right below it. That's it. 2014.
I wonder who directed this. It's Gary Cole?
It was on Tubi for a little while. It was on Tubi for a little while, and I mean,
that's what I watched Shadows on.
Grandma, do you remember anything about the murders?
Your great-grandpa and your great-grandma lived in this house when it happened. He was the boogeyman, they said. Can't catch the boogeyman. Can't kill the boogeyman. You know, before that summer, everybody would leave their doors unlocked. And after the summer, you saw a stranger, you'd run the other way. And now, he's back.
What do you want?
Turn around. Do not look back.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
The town of Texarkana has
I don't know the time. Could the Zodiac be both these people potentially?
He did it.
He chose that girl to be his messenger.
That's a good point.
They couldn't catch me 66 years ago, and they never will.
That would be genius if it was.
Or a spirit.
A soul consumed by vengeance.
We are not hunting a ghost. We are after a flesh and blood killer.
Create multiple personas to get with killers who are looking for different entire things. If not, that's a cool idea.
He's gonna make the town pay for its sins.
Some days turn out great, it's okay. 'Cause some days turn out bright, it's alright.
It's a good trailer, man. It's a good movie.
I'm going to do it again and again until you make them remember.
So it was a solid remake.
Yeah.
It was a solid remake because the original is going to be too like kind of slow for some people. It's going to be too kind of like that. But
I was just trying to see dude, yeah, dude, that looks legit. Dude, it just made me okay, I was quick. Whether it's true or not, the idea of there's the Zodiac and this guy, it made me think, okay, what if the Zodiac was actually him? But who knows? Who knows, right? But then it just made me think of an idea for a book or a movie to where like people always think of, and this has probably been done, but of serial killers as a single identity, right?
Yeah.
Which you think of all the energy it goes to, well, what if there was like a super high level genius serial killer and he could truly have multiple personalities that are each incredibly genius, the same level of intellect, or it could just be one really smart psychopath that has the idea, I'm going to do all these killings literally with this whole personality and persona, call it the Zodiac as an example. I'm going to come here and do all these killings. I'm going to have the act entirely different from these killings, so they wouldn't even think it's the same killer, and then maybe have another one. So to be like, I'm not just gonna have the same calling card everywhere. I'm gonna literally act like a completely different killer, but have a whole identity and brand. That'd be a cool idea.
So
probably been done.
They call that load management in the NBA.
Dude, I'm saying you'd have to be. They would slip up at some point, right?
It's a creative way to extend your career in the.
Yeah.
So the Texarkana Moonlight Murders, a term coined by the contemporary press, was a series of 4 unsolved serial murders and related violent crimes committed in Texarkana region of the United States in early 1946.
Okay.
So that was early,
probably a little before Zodiac.
The Zodiac murder, the Zodiac killer murdered victims in San Francisco, in the San Francisco Bay Area between 1968 and 1969.
I'm gonna do a little exercise real quick. Let's just see.
So 47 was Texarkana. 46, early 1946.
I'm just saying, theoretically,
30 years old in 46. Or
could
20,
the Zodiac killer
20 years old in 46.
What's that killer's name?
the Moonlight. The other one doesn't have the Texarkana Moonlight Murders.
There you go. Moonlight Killer.
Moonlight Murders.
Yeah, this would be in
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
The idea that the Zodiac Killer and the Texarkana Moonlight Killer could be the same person is intriguing, but it's unlikely for several reasons. Okay. Geographic and temporal, so 46. So, yeah, Zodiac Killer's 70s. There's a 20-year gap between the first two sets of crimes, make it less likely, though not impossible. The same person committed both. If the killer was young during the Texarkana murders, they could theoretically still be active during the Zodiac killings. So, who knows?
Yeah. That's a good point. That was a good point, because then maybe, because the early ones weren't really creative, he was just killing people, then later he left notes.
It's food for thought.
Left notes. You might have just discovered something. Maybe someone's like, I think I know.
You think as a young person just need to kill? They got older. They got smart about it.
Yeah, they claimed recently. I haven't finished the what's it called on Netflix.
Some kid smoked a cigarette and they found the Zodiac
on
Killer.
Netflix or something. It's weird.
Yeah, well, it was 23andMe. Like,
oh shit, that's crazy.
Wasn't it the Zodiac, or was that? Or no, that was the other one. That was the.
No.
There was another serial killer in California. It was like that. They ended up finding him because like somebody in his immediate family did like a genealogy. Yeah, and they
connected him to some old murder or something. Yeah, it was like years later.
The kid was like, I never did that, and it's like, well, is your dad still alive? And
oh
like,
snap!
Yeah,
Papa. So
the
is any other
Tenet.
chairs you pull up?
The Tenet.
The movie called The Tenet.
Yes.
It sounds so familiar to something that I love.
It might
so
be
much.
familiar to you, Matthew.
The Tenant.
Tenant.
No,
Tenant. Okay.
Like the renter.
1976.
There we go. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
Roman Polanski.
Roman Polanski. Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! Before he had to flee the country.
Paris.
Mm-hmm.
On a quiet street.
Young love.
In an old building.
Illegal.
Puppy
A dead woman's vacant apartment is waiting. Waiting for the tenant. Roman Polanski is the tenant. In Chinatown, he exposed the dark side of corruption. In Repulsion, he explored a warped mind. In Rosemary's Baby, he examined the occult. Now, the tenant. Something altogether new, altogether chilling. No one does it to you like Roman Polanski.
Looking back is, yeah.
Lieutenant, a Roman Polanski film from
Speaks
Paramount Pictures.
a lot of depth in all that information. It's pretty interesting, pretty
A
fascinating.
bureaucrat rents a Paris apartment where he finds himself drawn into a rabbit hole of dangerous paranoia.
Hell yeah, dude. That's legit. Sounds legit for 76.
Too legit.
See, a lot of good stuff came out that year. People should definitely check it out and get into it.
1976.
We just scratched the surface. There's Taxi Driver. There's so many films. We watched those.
Taxi Driver, yeah,
Definitely
there was a
check
lot
them
of
out. Oh, yeah.
fantastic
All the President's Men, like I said,
movies,
no,
all
yeah,
of the President's Men.
All of them. All of them.
Let me tell you about these men. These men are incredible. They're such handsome men. They look a lot like Tom Cruise, just a little bit taller. They're just really,
There was no lights.
really. I'm telling you, you
Not
couldn't
even a
see a
step.
light. Couldn't see a light on the runway. It's just really quite incredible.
Well, I'm going to
No,
take a
what was
quick
your-
little... I got to take... Oh, what do you want to say? What
Weren't
you
you
got?
going to do one more movie?
Oh, he's taking a break.
Snap, what did I forget?
A comedy that came out that year?
Well, I put up the big buzz. What? Just tell me what it is.
Silent.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
You
Good.
really
That's why...
dicked
That's,
that up.
Dude, there's so many things I'm thinking. That's why I'm glad you're here, brother. We got to definitely do this trailer
Yeah,
here.
because we were sold a bill of goods when
Yeah,
we
no.
watched
Tell
this movie.
tell the depth of our history together. That why this is.
So,
There
there was a guy that used to live with Matt, the guy that went to church with us, that, I don't know, that Pops took in. How the fuck do we describe that?
Yeah, either way, yeah. Here's the guy that from a church lived a bit.
Yeah,
I rented
he-
this
he-
movie and when I was like,
He suggested the
6th, 8th
movie.
grade. Oh, he did. That's
and
right.
swore to us that, like, we're like, dude, we don't want to watch a silent movie. And he's like, no, it's not actually a silent movie.
It's Mel Brooks'
just called that.
Guy
and
did
blah,
Blazing
blah,
Saddles.
blah.
This is one of his movies.
And so we're like, okay, cool, and we're like, how old? 14?
Yeah,
13?
very young.
You know, so between 12 and 15, and he's like, yeah, it's not actually silent. It's hilarious though. You should watch it.
It's no Brooks funny.
I never noticed on Blazing Saddles. Look at his headdress. Yeah. It's got fucking what's it called on it?
20th Century Fox
Like
presents
Yiddish
the greatest
or whatever.
of the 20th century. Mel Brooks' silent movie. Starring Mel Brooks, Marty Feldman, Dom DeLuise, Sid Caesar,
Because it actually is a silent movie minus the one person that talks, which
There
is
is
the joke.
It'll probably show it.
It's a genius joke. It's a genius.
James Caan, Liza Minnelli,
If anything, the movie exists probably for that one joke.
Yeah, 100%.
Mel Brooks is a genius.
Paul Newman's, and it's like it really did have a cast.
Yeah, no, Mel Brooks.
silent movie is outrageous, rip-roarious, and side-splitting.
Rip-roarious. That's what our podcast is.
Rip-roarious.
We're rip-roarious.
You'll see if the scene is in your.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it will be.
Silent movie is the funniest comedy in 50 years, says Vernon Scott of UPI.
From UPS.
Newsweek calls silent movie Mel Brooks' best film.
Burn it,
Time
please.
magazine calls it inspired lunacy, funny without mercy. It's Mel's most magnificent madness. Silent movie.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
There's one person who says something, and then we're not gonna say who it was, but there's a speaking at some point, and the joke is who speaks. I think the movie exists for this one joke, and it's pretty freaking genius. So yeah, is there any other anything else we need to get into?
Y'all ever seen the TV show Dark?
Dude, it could maybe. We should see if there's a trailer for it that we never knew.
Is there a trailer for Dark?
The depth of the show, the time travel.
Trailer for Dark? Y'all should look up the show Dark.
It's great.
On
and so
Netflix.
1976 was great.
Yeah.
And
76 was a fantastic year. If I can think of it, you know, I mean, shoot, Beefeater was a fantastic drink at the time.
Yeah, and
it was a popular drink. Beefeater, rum.
I don't know why you wait to
not
the end.
rum,
I'm just going to do next year's now.
It's gin.
Like, why do we wait? So let's quickly
spin
find
the wheel
out what
of
next thrills.
spin the wheel of destiny.
So last week we figured out if we just put what was a random number generator, and Google at it.
Yep. I swear next week I'm gonna have so much more info, so many more better
Right
movies.
there.
10. The year
There we
is
go.
10.
So let's put them in 1955 and max 2000 because
2000.
we definitely covered everything from 2000 on.
No, 1999. Shouldn't that be the max?
All right. Either way, we found a movie.
1993. And I'm gonna have a lot of bangers.
Damn, dude,
I'm
already
talk
know so.
I know so many. I know more than you do.
One of the most important movies in my life came out in this year.
One of the most important times of my life happened in 93.
Dude.
MASH.
Okay. 1993.